What's up, guys? It's your homeboy Cowboy Crunk, getting this channel cranked back up like no one can but the Crunk. I need you guys to like and subscribe to the channel, share the videos, like the videos, and let's get this channel rolling again. The season is here. It's time to do this. Let's hit the intro, baby. Let's do this. It's time, baby. Dallas Cowboys season is here. What's up, Cowboy fans? How you doing? It's your homeboy Cowboy Crunk coming to you from Bahrain, Manama, Bahrain. That's the Naval Air Station here in the Middle East. And as you guys know, I've been here coming up on about 9 months now. I haven't kicked out a lot of videos, but I'm trying to get this thing rolling again. The season is coming. This situation with Dak is over. It was something I didn't want to go over and over and over and over again. I had my thoughts on what was going to happen, and it happened exactly the way I thought it was going to go down, pretty much. And it's not what I wanted. It's not what I wanted to happen at all. I just saw it, especially when a few last steps came. I don't want to discuss those steps because people are still not on board with it. And even though it went down relatively, just the way it was meant to be is the way it happened, and I'm not happy with it at all. I wanted Dak signed. I figured if Dak signs, if he signs at 35, if he signs with what the last offer was, he's good to go. They're not going to bump it. They're not going to raise it. They're not going to do anything. There's too many inconsistencies and unknowns right now at this point in time. Now we're looking at a $175 million cap possibly next year. That's what they've kind of listed at right now, and it's gonna cause some changes. And that's what I wanted to go over this video on. I do got to get caught up to speed on some of the new things going on in the NFL. I've been really busy with work and some college courses that I have to take because of my work, even though it has completely nothing to do with actual college. It's called Defense Acquisition University. Some defense courses that the DoD makes you take when you're in the position I'm in. It's courses relative to my job. So I have to take the courses even though college is years ago. And yeah, that was a huge Bahrain rat that just went by. That's my girl Bella. She's running around behind me there. But anyways, guys, I'm happy to be back. I've got to get this rolling again. I wanted to go over a few things. I'm just getting up to speed on the new things coming to light with the way this year is going to be. It's going to be a year like we've never had in the NFL. Some of the things that are really, they sound like small things, but I'm going to tell you they're really, really huge things to kind of help with the salary cap this year and rolling into next year. And it's going to cause some problems on the squad that we can't really foresee yet. One of them is the practice squad going from 12 to 16 players, and we're allowed to have vets on the practice squad this year. And let me explain to you why they did that and what the purpose of that is, and when contracts roll in and the cap is involved, what that entails. And what it actually entails is, because we don't have a preseason this year, they did that. It's going to allow us to put the veterans on the practice squad so we can get a better look at our where the teams aren't pressured to release their rookies without, especially the undrafted rookies, the 7th, 6th round drafts that you may not get much playing time because we didn't have a preseason. That's usually when they get their playing time. You get them in practice, you do the preseason, you do the OTAs and all those things, and then you make a decision on your rookies and your lower round guys and your guys that were rookies the year before even. Well, what this is going to do, so allowing the veterans to sit on the practice squad, which we didn't before, like I said, allows you to get a look at your rookies, your younger guys, the guys that are on the bubble. They'll actually have to put that time on in the field in regular season games. And then if you want to bring your veteran back off the practice squad, you can. And it's going to allow you a little bit more flexibility next year. But what it is going to do, it's going to force you, at $175 million being the cap next year, it's going to force some of these veterans off the team. It's going to force your rookies into the playing roles because you're going to have to get the salary cap down. And the only way to do that is to use your rookies and let some of these veterans go. It's an unfortunate situation with the veterans, but you could be looking at guys like Tyrone Crawford, Antoine Woods, even some of your younger veterans like Xavier Woods, Chidobe Awuzie, some of the guys on offense. We could be looking at guys like Tony Pollard and stuff like that. We may not be able to afford. We might have to put these rookies in front of them. And right now we don't have a rookie running back. It may cause trade situations. Really, guys, I'm going to mention it. I don't want any backlash for this, but it really puts Dak in a situation where the franchise tag next year, I mentioned it before, guys. I've got to mention it again. Andy Dalton is not a bad quarterback if you could get him at 15, 18 million, because what you end up doing is you group Andy Dalton, and with the money you have left over, you go out and get a top corner and a top safety, and you still have Andy Dalton. And if you can get trade value for Dak, you're looking at maybe a first and second round for him, and you have the ability to go out and get your rookie quarterback and start over with a cheap quarterback. It's not what I want. I hope Dak can get signed at this point. Like I did my video back on April 16th of 2019. Go back and look. I did a video and I said, guys, get this guy done. Sign him a 10-year deal. He doesn't get hurt. He doesn't get injured. He's not going to get in trouble. He's going to be there for practices. He's going to be there. Sign a 10-year deal. Do a $300 million deal, 320. Get him for, this was later. You could get him for 320. At that time I said 300 million. Give him 200 guaranteed. I don't give a shit about the guaranteed. He's going to be there. Dak's not getting injured. He's not going down. He's not going anywhere. He's not going to get arrested. He's not going to be fighting pit bulls. They could have done this before, and I asked for it then, and when it got too late, I told you guys it wasn't going to happen. Now we're in a pickle, I guess you could call it, and then the COVID situation has made it worse. I don't know what's going to happen. I really don't see Dak getting signed unless now possibly they have to do something even more long term if they want to try to cover next year, because all the teams are in the same situation. We're all in the same boat. Around the NFL, they're going to have to take salary cuts. So it's not like it's not like the Cowboys are getting hurt more than other teams. Other teams are going to have to go through the same situation. The Philadelphia Eagles are in a horrible, horrible situation. So we'll see how this goes. But Dak getting signed, if they would have done it last year, I still was wanting long term. Throw a deal at him like no one's ever had. Give him $320 million. Give him 200 of it guaranteed. Give him a 10-year deal, and roll with it. And I'm happy with that. That puts the money where you can spread it out, kind of like the Mahomes deal. And I know Mahomes is getting paid too much, guys. The Kansas City Chiefs are gonna be devastated from that deal. I don't care how good Patrick Mahomes is. He has to have a line. He has to have, he has to have players around him. A quarterback cannot do it on his own. They're going to lose guys on defense. They're going to lose key players unless every draft pick they pick hits, and they just have 5 players added to the team, and they can let 5 veterans go. And they add 5 or 6 veterans to the team, rookies to the team, and they can let 5 or 6 veterans go for the next 2-3 years. They're gonna fall off. It's evident. I mean, it's inevitable that it's going to happen, and that's because of the salary cap. I don't understand these guys where they just say, hey, we should pay Dak. It's not that simple. Stephen Jones even said it himself yesterday. He said, we were working on this deal with Dak. The situation was we were trying to get it as low as we could because we wanted to lose as few people as possible around him. Basically what he was saying, and I kind of paraphrased it there, it was very similar to what he said. The point is there anyways. Stephen Jones was saying if we sign Dak to that deal, there's going to be guys we can't keep. And that's just not fair to the other guys as well. So it's a package deal. Dak comes at a price. People have to be let go. They looked at a cheaper deal. Philadelphia Eagles just did it. I'm telling you right now, you're probably going to see Carson Wentz gone after this year because they can't afford him, especially with the salary cap situation and COVID. That made it even worse. The Rams fell off when they signed Jared Goff. Seattle fell off when they signed Russell Wilson. It took them a year or two to recover. They got things back. Seattle drafted outstanding. San Francisco has drafted well, but they didn't pay Garoppolo what some of these other quarterbacks are getting paid. Guys, it affects the team, and that's just the way it is. So we'll see how this goes with the 16 players going to the practice squad. That's going to help us out. You're going to see veterans on the practice squad this year, quite a few of them, and that's the only way they can get these rookies in the rotation. And then if they don't play well, you're going to see the veterans come off the practice squad, but that's going to affect the salary cap. So we'll see, guys. It's kind of, and I think the way they have it set up is any player on the practice squad doesn't affect your salary cap. So these veterans that are going to get cut, they're going to cut veterans that that they can retain the salary, and they're going to cut veterans that they're hoping will not get picked up by other teams. Because if it works out the same as it did previous years, when you cut a veteran, other teams have 24 hours to pick him up. If they don't pick him up within the 24 hours, then you get to put him on the practice squad. You can. That's how the rookies were. So I think they're doing the same thing with the veterans. The rookies, if you cut them, you can't put them on the practice squad. Other teams have the availability to pick them up for 24 hours. They don't pick them up. You can put them on the practice squad. So they're going to do the veterans, I'm pretty sure, the same way. Anyways, guys, it's good to get it rolling again. I appreciate you guys hanging in there with me, coming back to the channel. Please like and subscribe. Let's get this thing rolling. The main thing is hit the like, subscribe to the channel, and Cowboy Crunk will be back. I just got to get some studying done and pick up on these Cowboys again and see where things are standing. See you guys in the season. Peace.